तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी विचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाशादेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So ill-motivated Dhritarashtra. So chapter 49 starts. Krishna sent Akrura to tell Dhritarashtra that don't be impartial. So Akrura goes. Akrura could understand that ill-motivated Dhritarashtra was very much inclined in favor of his own sons and was partial to his sons and creating threat for Pandavas. So he met Kunti. Kunti was telling, Kunti, she felt like a she deer in the midst of tigers there. So how, all tigers sending one deer is there, like that Kunti was feeling. And Kunti would always pray, my dear Krishna, you're the supreme mistake, the super soul of the universe. I can fully understand, but for your lotus feet, there is no shelter or protection. So she always prayed to Krishna and took shelter of Krishna only. And even though Krishna was not before her, but Krishna was hearing every prayer of Kunti. So Krishna doesn't have to be physically present there. He's actually present everywhere by special potency, and one simply has to surrender unto him sincerely. So whatever we pray to Krishna, Krishna hear our prayers there. And we can see also in Kunti Maharani's prayers that Kunti Maharani, she is praying Vishan Mahagne Purushada Darshana Asa Sabhaya Vanavas Krichata. Ki Pandav log, when Pandavas were trying to, they were put to fire in Lakshmana and they were protected by Vidura's message. Kunti Maharani saying, Lord, you protected us. When Bhima was fed poison and put in the lake. So one time what happened? Bhima was so strong, he would take 100 Kauravas by himself like this and beat them up. So Duryodhana was very much fearful of Bhima. So he brought nice laddus and said, my brother Bhima, please eat this laddus. Bhima ate a lot of laddus. Actually, they have Duryodhana had put a lot of poison into that, but nothing happened. And then Bhima in the evening started to dislike this. Then Duryodhana and his brother, they took Bhima and put in the water with a stone so that he dies. But what happened? Bhima went to Nagloka through the waterways. And after went to the Nagloka, then the Nagas bit him. But one poison cuts another poison. So whatever poison he has eaten, that was cut up by the Nagas. So again he came back to life and started putting the Nags here. Then they took him to Vasuki. Vasuki said, Arey, tamara nati hai. Kunti is our relative and Bhima is also our relative. So we shouldn't do anything to him. In fact, they gave him 10 pots of elixir. So after drinking 10 pots of elixir, Bhima slept for 8 days. And now he developed the strength of 10,000 elephants. So what was put to death, it became a happiness for Bhimsen. So Kunti is remembering, Lord, it is due to you. So when devotees take shelter of the Lord, even somebody try to put them into trouble, but opposite happen. They become more strong only by those troubles. So therefore, Kunti was taking shelter of Krishna alone. And Kunti is feeling. So Kunti was crying, Vidura and Akrura giving solace to Kunti. And Akrura told to Dhritarashtra, you should not be partial. You should do justice, do it. Equally weight Kunti and your sons of Kunti and your son. There. Understand they are your praja, treat them at least praja, don't do. There. And And he started giving a lot of philosophical things that somebody may accumulate a lot of wealth, but his uh, father accumulates wealth, but when the son takes away the money. There. That many great empires developed in the past no longer existing because their wealth was handed away by later descendants. And therefore, I beg you not to blind to the facts of mental existence. Tishtara said, your advice is very nice, but nothing is staying in my flickering mind. Why? Because I am attached to my son. So Dhritarashtra was attached to his position as king and was attached to his sons. Therefore, nothing was making sense to Dhritarashtra. And Akrura came to Krishna and Balram, told it. Now, on this other side, what is happening in Mathura, it was an attack from all sides. So, what had happened? Kansa's wives were killed there. So, they went to their father Jarasandha. And Jarasandha became very angry, and Jarasandha attacked Lord Krishna for 17 times. And every time carrying 23 Akshoni Senas. But what would happen? Only Krishna and Balram would come out of Mathura, and their Divya Astra appeared. Their chariot and their Divya Astra also appeared there. And Krishna and Balram were alone with only few army people, but they killed the whole army alone. So Krishna fought with his chakra and the bow, and Balram fought with his hull, their hull and musal. So Balramji will catch everybody from the hull like this, and musal make chutney of everybody. And that's how Krishna and Balram will finish whole 23 Akshoni Sena. In Mahabharat war, there was 18 Akshonis, 11 of Kauravas, 7 of Pandavas. But Jarasandha alone brought 23 Akshonis for 17 times. So all times Krishna defeated them of Jarasandha's army. And Jarasandha went back. And when they were about to kill Jarasandha, and when they shot the arrow, it was like a river. You see river flowing. And in river, elephants are flowing, the hands are flowing, wheels are flowing. That was a great river with paraphernalia. And persons cannot understand how this happened. Everybody was dead. And Balram arrested Jarasandha and was about to kill Jarasandha. Then the Lord said, oh, let it be, because he will bring more army, you release him. Because we have come to release the burden of earth, because all this demonic people has come in the form of this army. So what happened? When the Devatas have killed the Danavas, the Danavas have come as soldiers and big armies here in the planet Earth. So Mother Earth was burdened by the demonic propensity, and that's why she had gone. So Krishna has come to again remove this Asuras. So now Krishna has to go and kill all there, but Jarasandha was doing one work, bringing all the armies at once, and Krishna can do sanghar of it and release the burden of Mother Earth, because they were creating problem for innocent people, subduing innocent people, doing their dadagiri, and that's what these people are doing. So Krishna did, and the fight was so amazing. Within Krishna Balaram alone with few army, they get such a big army, and Jarasandha was left alone. That's the power of the Lord. So it was a tragedy that Jarasandha will leave many people there. See, even you see today so much Ghor Kali has come. So people say, what Lord is not saying, so much Ghor Kali has come, what is happening? But one good thing is fine, as more Kali is happening, people are more ready to take the holy name in unnecessary there. So our preaching opportunity is also increasing. Like 500 years before, also when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was preaching, many people will read the Vedas, will counter argue also with Vedas, who is God, who is not God. Like that time will go an argument, but they will not take to the path of bhakti. But today we see people don't know much knowledge, but they're ready to take to the path of bhakti. So like the situations will come which not be according to our thing. but it will have better opportunities for people to come towards the Supreme Lord. And therefore, it is our great duty to take this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam to as many people as possible, because that only can save them from the onslaught of Kali Yuga. So Vaishnava is not satisfied practicing himself; he wants to give this knowledge to even other people. That's a devotee of the Lord, and that's why devotees make so many arrangements. Devotees make so many arrangements. Yeah. So each time was defeated. So attack, defeat, then released by the Lord, arrested, then released by the Lord, and he'll bring more army. So now this time what happened? Even Kalyavan attacked. Now this Kalyavan was the son of Garga Rishi. So one time the Yadus had made fun of Garga Rishi. So this Garga Muni did tapasya for Lord Shiva and obtained a boon to have a son whom Yadavas will not defeat. And that's why they begot this Kalyavan, who was a Malecha. He was not from India. He's beyond the India, the other side. From there this Kalyavan come with 3 crore army there. And then Jarasandha was also coming. So Kalyavan was also besieging and Jarasandha would also come. Then Krishna thought, now it is not very safe to fight both the armies together because Mathura was in a form of a fort. So because Mathura Vasis will not be secure. Then what Krishna thought, he created Dwaraka. Lord created Dwaraka Nagari there. Because he thought, let the citizens of Hastinapur of Mathura be safe. So in night only he called Vishkarma and made the Dwaraka Nagari. And this Dwaraka Nagari was made in the ocean. Big Dwaraka Nagari. The majestic golden city of Dwaraka rising inside. A massive impenetrable glowing wall enclosing exactly 96 square miles within the sea was placed. And all the demigods took opportunity. Vishkarma made the opportunity. Demigod brought the Sudharma assembly hall. It was so there, and each one have a palace over there. So in night only, Krishna transported all the people over there. And when Kalyavan approached, Krishna started running alone. The Kalyavan. And Kalyavan was seeing. So Kalyavan also followed Krishna. He thought that Krishna ran away due to my fear. So he started running behind Krishna. He followed. And Krishna followed. Every time we'll think, oh, I'm just near Krishna. But he was not able to touch Krishna. Kalyavan was not able to touch Krishna. I was just thinking, oh, I will touch Krishna. But he was not able to touch Krishna. So what is happening? Because he was not able to touch Krishna, he will just think, why he was not able to touch Krishna? Because somebody is sinful cannot touch Krishna. Only somebody is purified can touch Krishna. So because he is sinful, he is not able to touch Krishna, though he is running behind Krishna. And followed, very fine. So he can be captured only by those who follow the path of devotional service. Even yogis also cannot capture Krishna. Now, Kalyavan went to a cave. And what happened in this cave? There was one person sleeping. And Kalyavan thought it is Krishna. He kicked him. The moment he kicked him, the waves came from his mouth and burned him. And who was this person? Muchukunda. This Muchukunda. So now new story starts. So now who's this Muchukunda? Muchukunda was a king even before Ramachandra. So the one time Devta said, we are not able to defeat the demons, we require your help. So Devtas took this Muchukunda to take help. But then after fighting, one person had told him that you will see Krishna. Krishna will appear in the 28th cycle of Brahma Yuga. But he was at that time in 10th cycle of this Manvantara. So he thought, how that long time will pass away? So he asked the Devtas, you please allow me to sleep. Give me benediction that I can sleep. So after winning the battle, Devtas asked, what benediction you want? So he said, let me sleep. And he said, anybody who disturbs me sleep will die. And why he asked this benediction? Because Indra should not come to disturb him again. Okay, fight again another battle. And he wanted to quickly but once at one time to see Krishna. Because it was predicted he'll see Krishna. So Muchukunda was sleeping for ages together. And this Kalivan went and disturbed Muchukunda's sleep. And as a benediction of Devata, the Kalivan was born. But, and now Muchukunda saw Krishna. So here you see, Muchukunda was served the Devatas. And as a benediction of serving the servant of the devotee of the Lord, Lord himself woke them up from sleep and giving darshan. So when we serve the devotees, Lord gives us darshan to us. And now Muchukunda saw the Lord and he's thinking, who are you? So first he told me, who is he? So Krishna does, he wanted to deliver Muchukunda, who was his devotee. Muchukunda got up and he saw Krishna and he couldn't understand who is he. He has seen Indra, Chandra, why? You said, no. You are somebody beyond. And to understand, he's Lord Vishnu, my worshipper deity. First he told, my name is Muchukunda. And then he asked him, who are you? And Krishna said, hey, I have many names. I have taken many births. Which name should I tell you? And then Lord told. When King Muchukunda saw Krishna's magnificent feature, he wondered of his identity. And then he said, are you not the Supreme Lord? I am now appeared. And Lord said, I am now appeared on this planet just to inherit the demonic principle of the people in general and establish the religious principle enjoined in the Vedas. And the demon who was before you also acted as my enemy, and you have very kindly burned him to ashes while glancing over him. And Muchukunda started offering prayers. Oh Lord, people are bewildered by you're there, and they go to deep dark well. And due to action of cruel time, the royal body, which is always decorated with golden ornaments, there it converts into a stool of an animal. So here is big, thinking himself the big lord, but now here, after the battlefield, it dies and becomes the food for animals. And see, Lord tested him. Sometimes Lord tests his devotee. How do Lord test his devotees? Lord said to him, ask any boon you want. Now just think, if the Lord comes and says, what boon you want, what will you say? If Lord said, what boon you want, what will you say? Anyone? No one wants to answer. Okay, Paramdham. Imagine what Muchukunda said. Lord, why are you enticing me? And he said, whatever benediction I have asked you, it has caused me more trouble. Therefore, I don't want anything other than your lotus feet, my Lord. I just want service to you and your lotus feet and nothing else, my Lord. Why? Because any benediction we ask, it will create some or other problem to us in future. It will become the cause of bondage. And therefore, devotees only ask for Shuddha Bhakti, only ask for the Lord. See, whatever you ask for the Lord, you will get it. No doubt. But then devotee think, when the end will come? Because till that time we keep asking, will remain in this material world. Now let me ask the Lord and nothing else, so I quit this world. So all of us have desires, but you see, till the time the desires are there, we keep roaming in this world again and again. Like I remember when I was preparing for IIT, so I'll pray to the Lord. Oh Lord, only if I get into IIT, then I will not desire anything else. Then after I came to IIT also, then I saw somebody thinking for MBA, somebody thinking for this. Then understood desires never end in life. So better before they will never end, you end them. And you just become a devotee of the Lord. That Krishna, I just don't want anything. I want you alone. I want you only. So this is how a devotee thinks there, and therefore, so many duties will come in our life. So many things will come in life. Now we cannot leave duties and go. But in despite all our duties and things, let us desire only Krishna and only service to Krishna. And that's why every one of us will go back home, back to Godhead and not bound by the karma. See, people are not non-devotees. As situations come, they're deciding so many things. कि भगवान ये कर दो, भगवान वो कर दो, भगवान ये कर दो. But when you come to realization, अगर ये हो भी जाएगा तो क्या होगा? मैं मेटल वर्ल्ड में ही रहने वाला हूँ. इसलिए कृष्णा हर पल में मैं आपको मांगता हूँ कि आप इस सिचुएशन में आप ही मेरी मदद कर सकते हो. See, Bhakt is in problem, he takes shelter of Krishna. But we depend, Krishna, you know what is good for me. So that I come near to you, my Lord. So I want you in this situation, I want to serve you. तो जब हम किसी भी लाइफ की सिचुएशन में जा रहे हैं, चाहे जॉब कर रहे हैं, घर का काम कर रहे हैं, बस हमारा यही इच्छा होना चाहिए, भगवान हम आपके बने, हम आपके पास आए. So to the degree we have this desire, this thing will not get entangled in this material world. And Muchukunda was telling, Lord, we think ourselves big king, conquer all the kingdom. But when we go into the chamber of our queens, we are like a petty dog. So there outside we are Maharajas, but when we come to the chambers of queen, we are begging them for insignificant pleasure. All this skin pleasure we are asking from our queens. So though we have conquered the whole world, but we couldn't conquer our senses, my Lord. There. So like that, Muchukunda is humbling himself before the Lord. So like that, a devotee offer very humble prayers to the Supreme Lord. There, offering his inability and telling, Lord, I have attained you. What else can I ask now? So that is Muchukunda. I shall become completely peaceful and undisturbed, my Lord. In your next life, you will take your birth as a first. And Lord blessed him. See, Lord could have taken him that on time only past time. But just think, Muchukunda is big from big ages. If Muchukunda is in Kurukshetra, Arjuna and Krishna not required only. Muchukunda himself would have fought with Bhishma and everybody else and finish off. So फिर पास में मजा नहीं आता. And Muchukunda was a very heighted person. So because when Muchukunda came out from the cave, he saw everybody is. So Krishna blessed him now. Ki you go and do tapasya because you have killed many people. So you go tapasya as a thing, and next life you will born me as a devotee there and come to my pastime. Now Krishna could have immediately take him, but he will be unfit in the Lord's pastime. वो सबको अकेले ही मार देता था Muchukunda. So Lord sent him, to do tapasya at protect. And when Muchukunda came out, he saw all the plants and trees have become like pygmy size. Because he was from big age, So as the age reduces, the age of animal, the height of animals, trees, and human beings, that also reduces. There. So he saw everybody has become pygmy size. And that's why when we hear that the Vanaras did big feats, now we think how they would have done. But because those times the height and the size of people were more. As the Kali Yuga as the age is progressing, the heights and things are decreasing of people. Even we can see first people like Dara Singh, Shivaji, 400 years back. Shivaji, he will wear a armor only of 150 kg. His talwar only was 80 kg. आजकल लोगों का weight 80 kg होता है. That was the power of Shivaji and things there. If we hear just 400, there are warriors like that. Now where we find? They live with their strength. So in your next birth, your birth as a first class Vaishnavas. And he goes away. And now what happened? So Muchukunda was favored by Lord Krishna. He began to travel north. Now Krishna came back. Now the whole army of Jarasandha also came. Now Krishna already transported everybody to Dwaraka. There. So now Krishna, what did he do? Now Krishna is see one thing, whatever Krishna does, he is glorified. Amazing, no? Whatever Krishna does, Krishna is glorified. So here what is happening? Krishna is running from the battlefield. So do you glorify anybody who runs from the battlefield? Hey, Bhagya. But Krishna's one name is famous as Ranchod. See, Krishna steals butter, become Makhan Chod. Krishna ran away from battlefield, he becomes more famous Ranchor. Krishna danced with the gopis, he becomes Gopijan Vallabha. So whatever Krishna does, he becomes famous. That is meaning of that. But if we do the same thing, we are criticized. Because Krishna is absolute. He's beyond the three modes. So whatever he does is a devotional service. So even running away of Krishna became so famous. And Gujarat, Krishna is very famous as Ranchor. Ranchorji. There. So here we see Krishna has become very famous. So due to this pastime, Krishna is known as Ranchor, which means one who has left the battlefield. A demon always tries to measure the opulence of Krishna. Devotee never tries to measure strength and opulence, but always surrender unto him and worships him. Now, after running, they climbed the mountain, Prashavar mountain. It was very high. Always there will rain on that mountain. And what Jarasandha did, he knew the Lord is there. He put all around fire, and put that mountain to fire. And then Krishna Balram jumped, and that jump was 88 miles. See, they of the mountain down to the ground a distance of 88 miles. So they jump and 88 miles जाके दूर उसमें jump मारा. But nothing happened to Krishna Balram. Can you say why nothing happened to Krishna Balram? Because their body is spiritual. Nothing can happen. Their body doesn't have bones like us that they will break. So nothing happened to them. So they jumped 88 miles. And from there, then Jarasandha thought that Krishna died, but Krishna went to Dwaraka. There. And why did Krishna went? Now why did Krishna run away? He has defeated Jarasandha 17 times. Why 18 times he has to run away? So therefore it is an example of his renunciation. 6 opulence of Krishna. Wealth, famous, wise, beautiful, powerful, and 6 renunciation. There. So he is not concerned about fame. He just renounced and went away. There. And Prabhupada said Prakar Sahajiya. Sahajiya means who take Krishna's pastime very cheaply or imitate them. They just want to hear Krishna Rasida, but not about fighting with the enemies. They will read only 10th canto of Bhagavatam. They don't read first 9 cantos. There. And just as Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vasudev, Rukmani is the Supreme Goddess Fortune. See why Krishna went? Because Krishna wanted to marry Rukmani. And this Rukmani is very beautiful. So this pastime I will take tomorrow for Rukmani because I won't do justice if I take it now. It's a very beautiful pastime. I'll continue from where I ended today and take the whole Rukmani Leela. This is a very beautiful chapter of Rukmani. There. So we just reached, today we did there. And any questions devotees can ask. It's already 9 o'clock.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
So, Balram and Lord Krishna both had his spiritual birth or
both?
His spiritual birth had or Lord Krishna had his spiritual birth, but Lord Balram
Balram also, yeah. See, Balram is an immediate expansion of Krishna. He also has spiritual body, Krishna also has spiritual body. Krishna direct first expansion of Balram. Balram is first expansion of Krishna. And there's no difference between Krishna and Balram. Krishna is black, Balram is white. But Balram always in mode of service to Krishna. Yeah, yes, Jyoti Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, I want to know, was Jarasandha a devotee of Lord Krishna in the previous birth?
No, Jarasandha is not a devotee. He is the enemy now of the Lord.
Okay, no, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, and then Ravan.
They became Shishupal and Dantavakra.
Acha, not Jarasandha, no? Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yes. No, that is who we can next slide. That's not given anything. Yeah. But this prayers of Muchukunda are very beautiful. Actually, best is everyone can have Srimad Bhagavatam and read Bhagavatam from the first canto to beginning. And also the Bhat Purnima is coming. Bhat Purnima is a very special time where if we bring Srimad Bhagavatam to our home or donate Srimad Bhagavatam to somebody, we get a lot of mercy of the Lord there. So, and see, you may say, Arey, Bhagavatam is 18 volumes, 12 cantos, 18 volumes. So it's a Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna. If in your home Bhagavatam is there, it is as good as Krishna. And now the Bhadra Purnima is coming there, and anybody who installs Srimad Bhagavatam in their home, we are ready to come and install it also and do worship. And he said, any home where Bhagavatam is kept, Yamdutas don't come. That avoid. And a Vaishnava is not a Vaishnava if it doesn't have Srimad Bhagavatam in his home. So everybody should have Srimad Bhagavatam. So there you read from first canto, all these beautiful stories are there. So having Srimad Bhagavatam is very, very important. Keeping Srimad Bhagavatam in one's home.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी
हरे।
मेरे को ये पूछना था, मेरे पास भागवतम है, गीता प्रेस की है, बहुत पहले ली हुई थी मैंने, वो 2 ही वॉल्यूम है उसके, तो उसका क्या करेंगे फिर हम? वो भी ये भी 18 है आपके इसके
देखिए, जो गीता प्रेस की भागवतम है उसमें भाव तात्पर्य भावार्थ दिया हुआ है, लेकिन जो श्री प्रभुपाद की भागवतम है उसमें पूरा 18 में पूरा कमेंट्री के साथ में दे रखा है, उसमें सब कुछ है अगर आप पढ़ेंगे उसमें। और मेरा ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस है कि जो श्री प्रभुपाद जी की किताबें है ना, प्रभुपाद जी बोलते थे भगवान कृष्ण ने खुद लिखी है, और केवल इस्कॉन वाले नहीं, इवन स्वामी नारायण, बहुत सारे लोग श्री प्रभुपाद जी की भागवतम को रिफर करते हैं, बुक्स को रिफर करते हैं सब पढ़ने के लिए, क्योंकि वो बहुत ऑथेंटिक है, क्योंकि भगवान के शुद्ध भक्त ने उनको लिखा है। तो जो भगवान बताना चाहते हैं आपको पूरा वैसा ही उसमें दिखेगा, कुछ अलग नहीं दिखेगा। तो ऐसे श्री प्रभुपाद, अगर हमें भक्ति में प्रगति करना है तो श्री प्रभुपाद जी की भागवतम को हम पढ़ेंगे तो हम एकदम उन्नति कर सकते हैं।
तो प्रभु जी इस भागवतम का हम क्या करेंगे? मान लिया मैं सोचती हूँ लेने की, तो इसको भी तो हमें कहीं रखना पड़ेगा ना?
नहीं, आप इसको घर में कहीं लॉकर में रख सकते हैं, कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है। या किसी कोई जरूरतमंद है उसको दे सकते हैं, कोई अगर नहीं है, कोई जाना चाहता है, कोई पुजारी अगर उसको दे सकते हैं, घर में लॉकर पे रख सकते हैं, उसको कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है करके। उसमें कुछ उसमें अपराध नहीं है। या यस ज्योति माता जी।
Yeah, Prabhuji, is there any audio version of this Bhagavatam, Prabhu? Like reading, suppose sometimes if we don't get time, or can we listen to it? Like
I'll find out। कुछ ऐप आया है, I have to find out कि कोई ऐप है जिसमें हम कर सकते हैं, पर घर में जितना पढ़ सकते हैं उतना अच्छा ही है करके, मतलब कभी भी समय मिले। और ऐप तो मुझे देखना पड़ेगा कि है नहीं है करके, वरना
या फिर आपके कोई ऐसे लेक्चर्स है जो सारे आपने भागवतम के ऐसे कुछ लिए हो, या फिर कुछ रिकॉर्डेड हो?
फर्स्ट कैंटो के हैं मेरे, फर्स्ट कैंटो के हैं मेरे लेक्चर्स, कुछ सीरीज, वो मैं भेज सकता हूँ। और राधे शंभू के भी हैं फर्स्ट कैंटो की सीरीज, जो आप पूरा सुन सकते हैं करके। मैंने लास्ट ईयर भी लिए थे भागवतम के, तो वो लेक्चर्स हैं। और आप श्रीमद् भागवतम भी अपने घर में ला सकते हैं, श्रीमद् भागवतम हम लाते हैं अपने घर में, बहुत उसमें सुंदरता आती है।
हाँ प्रभु, अगर आप शेयर करेंगे ना प्रभु तो बहुत अच्छा होगा, मतलब थोड़ा, मतलब जब हम पढ़ेंगे तो फिर जल्दी समझ में आएगा, अगर वो सुनने के बाद। तो प्लीज शेयर कीजिए प्रभु इस पर्टिकुलर ग्रुप में।
ठीक है, मैं सिर्फ शेयर कर देता हूँ सीरीज। विष्णु को कर देंगे, मेरा लास्ट ईयर का सीरीज है।
हाँ प्रभु। और ये भक्त आपने कहा था, ये कौन सा है भक्त पूर्णिमा, ये कब है प्रभु?
भक्त पूर्णिमा सितंबर में है, एक सेकेंड आपको डेट बताता हूँ। तो भक्त पूर्णिमा ऐसा नहीं, भक्त पूर्णिमा के दिन पहले भी ले सकते हैं करके, लेकिन उस समय तक ले लेंगे तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा, बहुत वो है। और ऑल ओवर इंडिया क्या कहते हैं कि इसका बहुत वो रहता है, भागवतम का बहुत रहता है भक्त पूर्णिमा के ऊपर में। तो इसको अगर हम लेंगे 26 सितंबर को है भक्त पूर्णिमा।
अच्छा, तो प्रभु जी इसकी भागवतम हम अगर लेते हैं तो उसकी प्रॉपर प्लेस होनी चाहिए, मतलब साक्षात श्री कृष्ण है तो हमको उसको तो कवर ऐसा, मतलब मैं तो ऐसे रखती हूँ कि नए कपड़े में कवर करके एक अलग अलमीरा में, लेकिन 18 वॉल्यूम्स के लिए देखना पड़ेगा कहाँ रखे, कैसे रखे, खुले में तो
नहीं,
नहीं
सब
रख सकते ना।
मन में जगह होनी चाहिए, सब जगह हो जाता है, कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है।
प्रभु क्या हम एक एक कैंटो लेकर ऐसे फिर सुन के समझ के क्या हम नेक्स्ट कैंटो ऐसा ले सकते हैं प्रभु? जैसे
नहीं,
पहला
ऐसा नहीं
कैंटो
आता है,
ले
क्योंकि
लिया।
केवल पहला कैंटो ही लूज आता है, बाकी पूरा बाइंड में आता है। आप पूरा उसको रख लीजिए। देखिए, अगर आपको जगह नहीं है तो आप फर्स्ट कैंटो को अपने ऑल्टर पे रख लीजिए, बाकी को आप बॉक्स में ऊपर कहीं रख सकते हैं, ऐसा कोई वो नहीं है उसमें।
अच्छा।
हाँ, पहले जो पहला स्कंद है, पहले आप पूरा सेट ले सकते हैं, उस सेट को जो है अपने बॉक्स में रख दीजिए, और एक एक कैंटो जो जो पढ़ रहे हैं उस कैंटो को आप उसमें रखते रहिए, ऑल्टर में रखते रहिए, कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है।
प्रभु लेकिन आप ऑडियो जरूर शेयर कीजिएगा प्रभु, आपके
श्योर
जो
श्योर
ऑडियो।
श्योर, यस यस, उसमें भी।
हरे कृष्ण, थैंक यू प्रभु।
हरे कृष्णा। और किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन? ठीक है, तो हम यहीं पे विराम देते हैं। कल बहुत अच्छा रुक्मणी मंगलम रहेगा, तो बहुत अच्छा है। हरे कृष्ण। प्रभुपाद की जय।
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण।
कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी,
कृष्ण
थैंक
प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
जय कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।